I think the breakfast program at the high school, that's a kind of a tough area. Elementary, it's a little easier to get the kids in there. I think at the high school even just, it wasn't cool for kids to eat breakfast. Kids don't want to eat right when they get up. They want to wait till they get to school. A lot of kids just get here in time for the bell. Well, basically we keep breakfast open throughout the morning. So if students are lucky enough to have a morning study hall, they can come down and have breakfast. So you don't have to worry about getting here prior to school when we normally serve breakfast. We've expanded this probably within the last 5 years. We always were open but didn't serve all the hot foods. So we've expanded it to try to serve that type A breakfast throughout the morning. We usually have a special every day of the week, but then we offer like everyday bagels and cereal and oatmeal and those kinds of things. So really, there's a lot of choice, a lot of variety. We have a real good participation. I think this has really caught on. So being that we're open during study halls, we actually have kids that request morning study halls. We have guidance counselors that are inundated with requests. I want to have a morning study hall my senior year, so they kind of know they can come down and have breakfast late. We didn't really have to make too many changes because we were already open on a smaller scale. I did have to add some staffing because we used to have one staff person that handled the register and the food service, and it got to be too much for one person as our participation grew. But the cost of that extra person has been well offset by the gain in participation. So it was a leap at first till we saw how those figures were going to come out, but no problem with the added staff. Things will crop up, and what better problem to have than have too many kids and you need more people to help. Well, I think the successes with breakfast is having the principal in that building behind you, having the backing of your administration, because then the little things that come up that are problematic with breakfast, like supervision and actually getting the kids there, they're a lot easier solved when you have a couple of people behind you. If you're the only person wanting breakfast, it's kind of difficult sometimes to cross those barriers. The other thing is to get the kids behind you, and if the kids will participate and you think that that's a definite advantage in your school, then get the kids to be on your side more or less to sort of make these things happen.
Well, I think the whole food service program is integral to what we do here. Kids obviously need to have a good nutrition and a base breakfast, lunch to be successful in school. We look at it as part of their educational process. We look at it as part of their health and their well-being. And we really look at it as just an integral part of our entire educational program, not just an add-on. There are a lot of things that educators we may feel are parent responsibilities, but if they're not being accomplished, it's a responsibility of us to educate kids, and hopefully they'll become more responsible parents in another generation. I think it's a sign of the times we live in that a lot of kids in reality are raising themselves or are having far too much freedom in making decisions. So we feel it's a part of the total education to help kids be aware of what responsible decisions are and to encourage them to make those decisions. I think our school breakfast program helps sets a tone. Kids are very relaxed at it. I think they look forward to it. In some ways it's a reason for some kids to come to school and to be here on time. I think it helps get kids started off on a good foot. It helps the entire environment of the school, and I look at it as a very positive part of our school day.